There is no self-improvement nor self-development like anime. Now, you might be asking, what the hell am I talking about? Throughout my life, I've tried so hard to read the most get-up-and-go type books you can think of, and have tried to get artificially motivated off of all of those famous black and white podcasts that you get in your recommended page that are edited to the same Sigma grind set music playlist. You know the vibes I'm talking about. And look, in all fairness, if that kind of stuff motivates you, fuels your success in business, or even makes you a better person, I applaud you. Humans for sure can be inspiring in their own right, with their advice and their accomplishments to show for it. But at the end of the day, there's just something about I'm honestly not sure what it is that makes anime just the best fuel for me to grow as a person, professional, and human being. On the surface, yes, the typical shonen stuff is motivational in the sense that you'll see edits of Goku powering up and Deku struggling to get up during a battle, and it will get you freaking hyped. But with this video, I hope to kind of dig a little deeper under the iceberg with this topic and how the term self-improvement might not even be necessary. I actually much prefer The way my mind works is that my imagination is a huge part of what fuels my determination. I truly believe that if I didn't have fiction or fictional works to delve into, such as that in anime, manga, and games, I'd be a much more pessimistic and depressed person. What anime does is it gives us some models to look towards when it comes to not just success and achievement, but morality and questioning the deeper self. It's not the Deku struggling to get up in a battle that always impresses me. It's how kind he is to his classmates and his unyielding desire to protect others at the expense of his own body. It's not Kaneki's cool-ass powers in Kagane when fighting other ghouls in CCG. It's his journey of mental health and how he deals with his changing mental state while ultimately winding up being true to himself. It's not Levi's unbelievable fight scenes and Beyblade fighting style. It's his inner monologues of wishing that he didn't have to fight like this, that he could just be with his friends in the underground again. And as a final example, it's not how cool Rock Lee's fight was in taking off his leg weights and going full gate mode. It was his unconscious body's fighting spirit, refusing to give up, and Mike Guy coming to tell him, "It's okay. You can rest." The inspiring content is truly some of the best in anime, and I know I touched on a little bit of it already, but the lessons of compassion and the development of a steady moral compass in anime cannot be overstated. Tanjiro having to leave his family in a dream because he knows that his friends and new family in the real world need him is just, it's so good! Gojo wielding his lock-in type confidence gave me such a sense of security during his fights that I've always strived to have in my real life. The vulnerability of Yuji to finally break after going through so much loss is just one lesson in how even some of the most powerful and happy minds can become withered with sadness to the point of true apathy. And I'm not even just talking heroes, I'm talking villains as well. Shigaraki going down his own path and not backing down to any villain who will belittle him, even if it risks his own life and sanity. Oof. Anime has improved my life in such a multitude of ways. I've learned all the typical lessons such as not giving up, the power of friendship, compassion, you know the deal. But what I also see is how every hero or villain has their own story to embark on. Whether you're a lonely kid on the side of the road who will wind up down a road of darkness, a confused man inundated with the history of the world to burden on your shoulders, or just a young kid who wants to be king of his land. I love to see the choices in characters play out in anime and see which ways I can and can't relate to whatever a character says or does. Real-life motivation and self-development stuff can be good, but there is just something about anime that hits different for me, and maybe it hits for you guys too. At the end of the day, do what works best for you, but if you've ever wanted to try and become a better person, maybe give anime a try.